Shaw, and we are back. This is News and Events with Caleb Shaw, where we bring in different guests in the community, highlight different organizations, different events. You got something cool you want to get out, give me a call, shoot me a message, and we'll get you in here. Before I get to our amazing, wonderful guests, I want to highlight a few things very quickly. Operation Piglet is still running. I know it says until December 4th on here, but we're going to keep it going because we've had such a great turnout. Toya and her organization, one of her organizations, will be one of the benefactors of this. But basically, you can come here, you can go, we've got about 10 different locations. Ask me where. We need pet supplies, we need dog houses, we need leashes, we need beds, we need cleaning supplies. What are some other dogs? I know you know this better than anybody. What's some other dog, before we even introduce you? Give me some more dog material here.
Tarps.
Tarps, that's a good one. Cleaning gloves, hay. If you think an animal could use it, it probably could. Get it in one of our boxes at one of our many drop locations from some of the amazing businesses in town that wanted to help us out. Please, please, please donate because the animals need it, the rescue groups need it, the shelters need it, and we need it to help them. So Operation Piglet, don't waste time. Next, holiday open house. This is Crossroads Title at Greeks 207, Wednesday, December 4th from 5 to 8. The folks at Crossroads Title, they do a great job of helping move property from one owner to another in Victoria. They're great people and they want to share their holiday open house with you. Crossroads Title, Wednesday, December 4th, 5 to 8 at Greeks 207, and that's at 207 East Constitution downtown. And last one before we really get going is I want to highlight Santa's Workshop. This is 7 December, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Peaches and Tortilla. Probably one of the coolest names I've ever heard for a business. Peaches and Tortillas, that's pretty cool. Or Peaches and Tortillas, sorry. 503 West State, and that is 7 December, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I'm just gonna read real quick. This is a fun event for kids. They've got activities include gingerbread cookie decorating, ornament making, write a letter to Santa and get a reply, make your own reindeer food, bracelet making, hot chocolate, etc., pony rides, professional photos with Santa, with or without your kids, that's pretty good. And all proceeds go to Trinity Episcopal School. So this is a great deal. Santa's Workshop supports Trinity Duo, Molly and Shanna, 7 December, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, I can slow down a minute and I can introduce my friend here. Miss Toya Stone I'm very blessed to know her. She is a rock star in this community, and if you haven't met her, if you haven't gotten to know her yet, you're really missing out. It's probably her fault I have so many dogs. Not really, I have a heart for dogs, but she's one of the amazing rescue people here in town that just goes so far and so above to give back and to help animals, to help us help animals. We help each other, all this kind of things. And you're here to help more people by sharing some knowledge and some info on an event coming up. And I will let you get, well, first off, Ms. Toya Stone.
Yes.
Welcome to our little news and events here. Before we get going on this great event, do you have anything you want to touch on as far as, you know, I know we hit Operation Piglet real fast, and you're a member of, you're all over the different place, but why don't you tell a little bit about yourself before we get going real fast?
Okay, well, my name is Toya Stone, and I was with WAG's Hope and Healing, which there have probably been several people that might have heard of that rescue. But as of 2020, it's actually being passed on to a new executive director.
That's a big deal.
So, but I'm still going to be on the board, and I'm still going to have their tools and resources, and they're really set on outreach. So they come in, we do like vaccinations, spay and neuters. We just have some really cool ideas for 2020 coming up. Aside from that, I'm toying with the idea of maybe starting my own 501. I don't know yet. But right now...
Say it's about time, Miss Toya. It's about time. You definitely put in the work, and I know you spend a lot of money on helping others, and if there's a way for you to have a 501c3, I think it's about time, because you certainly do well and give back, so...
Well, we'll see. I'm kind of intimidated by it all, but I know I got good support here.
You got a whole army behind you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, but it's kind of on the side on my own. I've done this thing. It's called the Winter Dog Program, and so we're going to benefit greatly from Operation Piglet. So we go into Bloomington, and we just provide people with a dog house and whatever they need to make sure that their pet is nice and warm. my goal is to follow that up with a free spay and neuter and vetting services, and with our awesome partners, Lone Star Animal Hospital. So if you're looking for a vet, Lone Star Animal Hospital is definitely the place to go.
Absolutely.
And then quick shout out right now. I have a friend, her name is Caitlin Ingram, and she is actually starting her own 501. It's called South Tails Rescue.
Say that 3 times.
South Tails Run.
Tails Rescue. Okay.
I can't.
No, it's
but
not.
She's doing amazing.
South Tails Rescue?
Yes, South Tails Rescue. They
okay.
do have a Facebook. So she's kind of doing in Victoria what I'm doing in Bloomington.
Okay.
So she's kicking off a new fundraiser. It's called No More Chains. And she is wanting to build fences for chained dogs. So that's something New Victoria hasn't seen yet. So I'm behind that 100%. And hopefully we'll get to partner on that. I'm not quite sure yet.
Talk to me when that one comes up, because
Yeah.
I previously, some of my clients are former ag teachers or active ag teachers, and at one point we had talked about them, getting together the high school classes and stuff like that to let them build the stuff. I like involving the community, and if we can, having students or adults whoever be part of the process of giving back, so they're kind of invested in it and letting the people that benefit from it see these people as well, so they kind of know that there is a support structure out there for them and stuff.
Absolutely, and I think it raises awareness too. It helps people see a lot of areas that they may not have known that needed help or assistance in our community.
Because sadly, it's just an animal living on a chain. That's not the way to go. It's just not. And we're not here to judge, we're not here to condemn, and we're not any of those things, but we are here to help. And if if you're out there and you've got a dog on a leash because you can't fix your fence or need help, reach out, let us know. We don't show up pulling our glasses down to judge you. We're there to sincerely help and give back, and we want to see these animals enjoy the life they were meant to have, because I don't think there's better companions out there than dogs myself. And so if we can be a part of helping to free them and you're conscious on it, please let us know, and we'd have to. And like I said, no judgment, we just want to help. And you're also here, not only do you do pet rescues, you just help people all the way across the spectrum, and there was an event that you wanted to highlight on that's coming up here, and I'll shut up now and let you get to that one.
No, you're fine. So this is something different. I've never done something quite like this before, but so God really put divorce on my heart. Especially around the holiday seasons. It's very hard, especially when your family doesn't look like it might have been a year ago, even 1 month ago. So I got with Rachel Adame, who is the owner of Liberty Coffee Haus, and she is somebody that has walked through divorce and has a pretty incredible story of the way that God worked in her life. And I said, what if we just created a whole evening where we got to drink coffee and eat comfort food, and created a safe place for those that are maybe going through divorce, have went through divorce, maybe you're walking with somebody through divorce. So it's just a safe environment for people to come and share your story with one another if you feel led to do that. Have lots of Kleenex and comfort food and coffee, and it's just a place for us just to connect. I think a divorce is really attached to false negative feelings like shame and failure and guilt and things like that. And so it's just an evening to remind each other of the hope that's in Christ, and that there are other people out there that have been through what you have gone through, and there's no reason to feel alone in that. So just
there's
a
grace,
place,
power, there's forgiveness, all of those things, and
yes.
and no reason to sit at home and beat yourself up when you have people out there willing to help. Huh?
Yes, absolutely. All about building relationships, and that's going to be December 14th at Liberty Coffee Haus at 6:30. So even if you're not going through it, sometimes God puts us in a place to help somebody through it, and sometimes we just need support all the way around. So just come and...
Free event? Do they need to bring anything?
Free event, just bring yourself. We've got, like I said, the Kleenex, the comfort food, and the coffee, so you're set.
Sounds like it's set. And
yes.
Yeah, that's awesome, and I appreciate that you're tackling a subject that, like you said, can have a lot of negatives and stigmas attached to it, and so people may be embarrassed or hurting, and again, no judgment. People want to help and hear you out, and you find grace and you can find healing and all of those things. So
Yes, absolutely.
thank you. I think that's an amazing thing that you're doing, and I know Liberty Haus, they do a great job down there.
Oh, yes,
and
they're awesome.
one of our great local businesses, that you need to get out and support, because again, they're doing stuff like this and giving back, so it's really awesome. We are fast and furious today. Is there anything else that we need to discuss, talk about? I know we probably have a million different things we could get into, but for this week, we've got your divorce story again,
Yes.
Saturday, December 14th, 6:30 to 8:30 at Liberty Coffee Haus. And then we have Operation Piglet going on. We have your friends to Tells.
South Tells Rescue.
There,
Kaylin Ingram, go to their Facebook page. There's information there how to be a part of her fundraiser for building this fence for 4 dogs. It's 4 dogs that are in chains, and she just wants to help the people. And also a reminder too, I think we forget there are people behind dogs. People think dog rescue, how can you reach people through dog rescue? But every dog belongs to a human. And by opening that door and helping the dog, we get to speak just truth and life and relationship into the owner of the animal, and we can meet their needs as well. So it's really a beautiful thing, dog rescue.
No, it is, and I'll tell you guys, again, no judgment here, but sadly, Texas and Victoria, our animal counts of animals that go to shelters and don't find their way back out is, sadly, I think Texas leads the nation, is one of the top
South
states.
Texas especially.
South Texas especially. That's a statistic we don't want to lead the nation in, and sadly we do. But the only way to change that is to actively be a part of that and commit to change, commit to fixing the thing. Instead of casting judgment, instead of throwing rocks, instead of doing all that, become part of the solution. You have tons of great groups like that. There are people lined up in the wings for days wanting to help animals, give back. And again, if you reach out and say, hey, I need help, I got a dog it's more than I can handle, or a fence I don't have, or whatever. Again, we want to see that dog have a fun, healthy life, and we want to see you have that dog as a companion, and both of you enjoy the life that pet ownership brings you and the happiness that it brings you. So again, this great organization with the great event coming up, the WAG stuff, the
South Tells Rescue.
South Tells Rescue. It's a great name. I will get it eventually. South Tells Rescue. Anything you can do, reach out to myself, reach out to Miss Toya. Become part of the solution, guys. Toya, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We will have you again because I know this is just the beginning of the things that we do and we continue to do. And again, from my household to yours, thank you for all you've always done. I mean, we have never reached out and asked you for something that you have not come through on. You sacrifice your personal time, you sacrifice your personal income, and being the wife of an LEO, I know that you guys aren't rolling in the dough, you aren't multi-millionaires out doing this, and so, but all the more so, we're even more grateful.
I'm grateful for you guys
thank you.
too.
Yes, ma'am. We're a heck of a team.
Give Sprout a hug for me.
I sure will. Sprout is one of our little rescues that I couldn't get him another home. He belonged with me, awesome. And so he's my little buddy, and he's pretty awesome. So thank you, Miss Toya, for joining us, and stay tuned. We'll be back with another guest.